welcome to News Tonight with me, Deepthi. Before we move to all the stories for today in detail, let's have a quick look at the top headlines. A mob of men molest a girl in Guwahati on Monday. Why did the police take 3 days to arrest 4 of them? This incident causes outrage across the country. The Home Minister says police should not make light of the incident. Is staying home the answer to eat teasing? A panchayat in Bagpat, UP thinks so, says women should stay home. A former DMK MLA along with his 2 associates arrested in connection with the murder of a 9th standard girl. Pural prison in Tamil Nadu to see a modern bakery unit as a part of jail reform measures from Chief Minister Jayalalitha. A special court in Delhi allows tainted sports administrator Suresh Kalmani to travel and attend the London Olympics. News in detail. Are Indian women on their own when it comes to their safety? That's the question millions are asking after the footage of the horrific molestation of a teenager in Guwahati hit the internet. An angry Guwahati has put up a big hoarding with photographs and names of 6 men. They have been identified as the main in a mob of about 30 men who brutally molested a young girl outside a pub in Guwahati. This incident is captured in heart-rending detail on a video that went viral on the internet. For 30 minutes on Monday night, the mob snatched at, kicked, pulled, beat and stripped the class 11 student. It took the police half an hour to turn up and take her to her parents. In the 3 days since the incident, only 4 of her assailants have been arrested.
The incident of the 9th July, where in GS Road, in the heart of the city, a girl of 19 years old, while she came out of the bar, was molested by a section of crowd, is really shocking. It speaks in volume about the moral degradation of a few section of the people, and it also speaks in volumes about the inactiveness of the administration. As a conscious citizen, I condemn the particular incident.
इस घटना को बहुत गंभीरता के साथ न केवल असम बल्कि अन्य राज्यों को भी लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि मानसिकताएं अभी भी नहीं बदली है। किसी भी लड़की को निश्चित तौर पर अधिकार है कि वो पार्टी में जाए, पार्टी से निकलने के बाद जब इस तरह से पेशाचिक प्रवृत्ति के साथ लोग लड़के उसके साथ छेड़छाड़ करते हैं, छेड़छाड़ भी उस सीमा तक की बर्दाश्त के जो बाहर हो, और उसके बाद गिरफ्तारियां तो हुई है। इसलिए मैं कह सकती हूँ कि गिरफ्तारियां हुई है, इसलिए सरकार चौकन्नी हुई है। और जो मैंने बयान पढ़े उसके अनुसार मीडिया को धन्यवाद भी दिया गया कि उनकी वजह से जल्दी से इस बात को ट्रेस कर लिया गया। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि पूरी गिरफ्तारियां होंगी, लेकिन इसमें 5 प्रश्न मूल रूप से उठते हैं। पहला तो प्रश्न ये है कि सबसे बड़ी बात है कि इसमें कानून को और कड़ा होना चाहिए।
Be it in any part of the country, if this thing happens, it should be condemned. The police should investigate. A strong charge sheet should be filed, and the court should go for a speedy action. And this is what I would like to say.
Every incident of molesting a woman is condemnable. Whether it amounts to rape or not is all technical legal issues. Molesting a woman is condemnable. I don't know what the DGP Guwahati said or what the SSP Assam said, but if from what you say and what I have been able to understand, if they have tried to make light of the incident, I strongly condemn that. Nobody should make light of any incident of molesting a woman or molesting a child.
It's an absolute outrage, and I think it's a national outrage, because this happened just 2 kilometers away, or very close to the seat of governance in Assam. And the fact that it could happen on a public place, on a public road, for more than 30 minutes, and the police did not come. What is the message which goes from this? That women in India are not safe. The second message which goes is that the police are not accountable for ensuring the security of citizens, particularly young women, on the streets of this country. And I think the fact that the police did not act, there has to be prosecution of the police officials responsible for this.
Moving on, the village of Asara in Bagpat is tense because of the camera crews and reporters that have lined up to talk to residents after the panchayat decided to ban cell phones for women along with unescorted walks in the evening. This part of UP falls within the constituency of Union Minister Ajit Singh. The Panchayat yesterday ruled that when women leave their homes, their heads must be covered and that women younger than 40 must not leave their homes at all after sunset. The UP State Women Commission has sought a report from Bagpat District Administration on this dikkat.
पल्लू रखना लड़कियों के लिए सम्यक है। स्कूल में तो पल्लू उतार कर रखो, पढ़ो अपना। इसमें कोई पुलिस का कोई हस्तक्षेप नहीं होना चाहिए। अगर मोटरसाइकिल फूकेगी, उसका हम पता नहीं क्यों फूकेगी, क्या मामला है, क्यों कराया काम। ये सामाजिक बात है, सामाजिक तौर पर काम अच्छा है। मोबाइल रखना लड़कियों के लिए ठीक नहीं है। सिर पर पल्लू रखना बहुत उत्तम वार्ता है, बहुत बड़ी बात है।
पुलिस को क्या करना चाहिए था इसमें?
हाँ, पुलिस को सहायता करनी चाहिए थी। सहायता के बजाय उन्होंने उल्टा काम किया।
अब उस गांव में क्या राय बनी, उसकी बैकग्राउंड क्या है, किन हालात में बनी, ये सब देखने की जरूरत होगी। आजाद देश है, आजाद देश में लोगों को आजादी से रहने का हक होना चाहिए। अपनी जिंदगी के बारे में आजादाना ऐसे फैसले जिसमें कानून से कोई टकराव ना हो, कहीं कानून रास्ते में ना आ सकता हो, और लोग अपनी सोसाइटी के लिए क्या बेहतर सोचते हैं, इस पर आजादी से अगर कोई ऐसी चीज ना हो जिसमें कोई बहुत विवाद पैदा हो, तो मेरे ख्याल से ये फरमान नहीं हो सकता, राय हो सकती है, और उनकी राय को सारे लोग माने ये जरूरी नहीं है।
For the second time, Mamata Banerjee will skip a dinner hosted by Sonia Gandhi for all members of the UPA. Congress leader Ahmed Patel, who is also Sonia Gandhi's political secretary, phoned Ms. Banerjee to invite her to the dinner scheduled for Wednesday the 18th, the night before the election for the President of India. She has said that she needs to be in Kolkata for a major rally scheduled for July 21st. Within a fortnight of the Finance Ministry issuing draft guidelines on GAAR, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh set up a committee to prepare fresh norms on the controversial tax provision to bring greater clarity and prepare a roadmap by September 30th for its implementation. The four-member committee, to be headed by ICRIER Chief and Taxation expert Partha Sarathy Shome, will submit its report after consulting and taking feedback from stakeholders. India's exports contracted by 5.45% year-on-year basis to $25 billion in June due to persisting global economic slowdown. Imports also declined by 13.46% to $35.37 billion, leaving a trade deficit of $10.30 billion, according to the Director General of Trade, A. Pujari.
Well, the exports have fallen by about 5.45% as compared to the month of June of 2011. But the trade deficit had also substantially come down, essentially because our imports have also lessened. But the forecast of what we are having is that in the next couple of months, the trade should improve, and so also the exports. We've been looking at the initiative which has been started a couple of years ago, which is diversifying our markets. And I truly believe that will yield us good results in the next couple of months.
We'll move to a short break now. More news and updates on the other side. Stay with us.